The dark shadow finally broke into a storm, and evil hordes started their march on the free people of Middle-earth. Mordor against Gondor in the south, Isengard against Rohan in the west. Dol Guldur against the elves, even in the far north, there is a war of its own. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to the last days of the Third Age and our Uruk adventures. Now, when we left off, we visited the mines of Moria and spoke to some goblins, and we're now speaking to, well, I'd like to say the face of the cave troll, but it's actually not the face, it's something entirely different. I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy this, but it's, yeah, it's probably not something that we want to be participating in right now. I don't have a lot of time, so obviously, you know, we need to get on and scout that nearby town. We can't indulge in worldly pleasures, can we? No, there we go. I'm highlighting it for some reason. Anyway, we are going to say that we've brought some prisoners to this cave troll. Caught a few stragglers, spare Uruk. Let's see the wretched scum. Yes, there we go. I do have a couple of Dunish wild men, and we're going to sell those. And whoa, these veteran skirmishers actually sell for a pretty decent bundle, 150 per one. Very nice indeed. We're almost at 1,000 resource points. That's pretty good. Anyway, as you can see right here, I do have a small, shall we say, prerequisite for that scouting mission. And that scouting mission is this. Ask you to dispatch a scout party near this place, which I assume is an elf town of some kind. Obtain 7 soldiers of Moria, of which at least 1 is a large goblin. Get close there and talk to the large goblin of Moria to dispatch the party. Right. Yeah. So that's what we have to do. We have to dispatch a scouting party. We have 15 days to do that, however, and we have 6 days to do this other one, which requires me to scout. Where? This one? Oh, okay, that's all the way back. Well, we do technically need to deliver a letter to the Uruk-hai hunting camp anyway, so it's a good a time as any to actually move on and do that along the way. Anyway, we have an orc pretender here who says, "Hey, Bear Uruk, we tell you what. Lads here grumbling, want more fun, less marching around. Fall back in line, maggot. We are at war and I'm your commander." As you wish, Commander. As you wish. Okay, so he gave up. He gave up very, very quickly indeed. Okay, so we have 15 days to scout out this one, Amroth. This one right there in the center. So that's going to be a little bit tricky to do anyway, because obviously we have elves to worry about, and they are going to be very good at spotting us. Unless we get a couple of points in that wonderful, what is it? It's a new skill. It basically makes it so that you are much better at ambushes as a group, so to speak. So if you take a look here, it's called Wildcraft, the ability to survive in the wilderness and send it to your will. This skill affects the party's ability to hide from the enemy and the party's speed while in wooded terrain. Now this is something that I'm actually going to be speccing into once I have leveled up again, and I think I'm going to be speccing into intelligence just so that I can get those 2 extra points in Wildcraft. I think it is kind of necessary at the moment, even though agility, yeah, I mean that's the point. If I don't spec into agility now, then I won't be able to get shield or anything, but I'm thinking that Wildcraft is going to be much, much more useful, I suppose. So, you know, if I'm going to be doing that scouting party thing, I definitely want to make sure that we are as hidden as possible. Because against elves, we need every single advantage we can get. I'm going to assume that the elves are probably going to be extremely difficult. If those Rohan skirmishers gave us a problem, you know, because they kind of did a little bit, you know, it was kind of a little bit harsh, then you know, it would be even more likely to assume that the elves are going to be very, very good at what they do. Anyway, let's go. Let's go in here and speak to. Oh, it's nice blue sky. Look at that. It's no longer that doomy and gloomy nighttime, but obviously the sun is burning our eyes and maybe our skin as well, because we're not very pleased about it. But anyway, about the task you gave me. I found Karguk, the cursed, hiding in gates of Moria, and gave him his punishment. And we'll all be a lot better off without him. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so it's going to give me, pretty nice, 13 rank points, 300 resource points, 2 influence. Nice. Perfectly happy with that. I have a new task for you? What task am I going to give him? I don't exactly know. But, let's see here. I need a good warrior to find me 2 enemy prisoners that I may question them. Okay, I'm going to accept this one just because in a previous episode we didn't accept this quest because I was a little bit worried about what kind of unit this guy wants me to capture. Bring 2 enemy prisoners? I actually had 2 enemy prisoners that I sold to the ransom broker just now, or to the cave troll technically. So that's not great, is it? That is not very good at all. Okay, so there is a message here that I can give to Hushnak Longshanks. I bring a message from Master Bolg the Lesser. Give me that. Good that you brought me this. You are a useful servant. Okay, so there we go. We gain, an additional 6 rank points with Moria. That's nice. Okay, so hopefully we'll be at 35 rank points in no time. And do you have any tasks for me? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to get a letter to take back to the gates of Moria. We're going to go back there at some point, obviously. And who's this guy? He also has a task, maybe, for us. Are you sure you don't need my help? Are you sure? Are you very, very sure? Yep, apparently he's very sure. Oh well, never mind. Okay, I guess we're gonna go and we'll see what we can do about getting 2 enemy prisoners, and we'll continue to deal with the tribal orcs as well, and we also, of course, need to go over to Westfold. Alright, so we are once again going to attack a couple of Rohirrim scouts, and we're going to try and take them prisoner. Obviously, I don't oh wow, that's an elite skirmisher. Have we fought an elite skirmisher before, or just a veteran one? Not entirely sure, but we're going to hopefully make sure that we take at least 2 of them prisoner. There's only 5 of them, of course, but you saw exactly how effective they were last time. So I don't exactly know how we're going to do this, but we'll try our very best, of course. So let's just see if I'm able to maybe just do a little bit of... Okay, never mind. No damage at all. No damage at all done. And it seems like we're going to absolutely murder them immediately. Very nice indeed. I'm actually not wanting to eliminate them myself, because it's more than likely that some of our units are going to be able to take them prisoner, or at the very least knock them unconscious, and enable us to do that. So there you go. That was it. Very nice indeed. Alright, so we're just about to scout the town here. I'm a bit worried about it, to be honest, because, well, you never know whether there's going to be some kind of... hello, that's a very big caravan that I'm probably not going to fight. Thank you very much, but I was a bit worried about that, because you never know if a lord is going to just pop out and say hello, and be very, very upset that you are scouting their town. So, yes, at least, I think we're done there. Yes, yeah, we are actually done there, so I can now go and talk to Ugluk once again, and we'll also try and level up a couple of our goblins into large goblins of Moria. Now, we do have a couple of people here. I think there's actually some tribal... never mind. Not tribal orcs, but we do have a couple of Rohirrim scouts attempting to kill these Dunland outcasts. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Okay, apparently we're not going to get involved, apparently. That is kind of unfortunate. I was very much hoping that we would be able to interfere, but, well, we can be a little bit opportunistic and take care of the remaining units in the Rohan guys. Okay, so let's do this. Hopefully they're just going to charge us straight up once again, because previously they just charged us immediately and didn't really utilize any kind of tactics with their horse archers or anything like that. And I'm actually going to try and just deal a little bit of damage to their horses here, because in general their horses are the main reason why they're actually dangerous. Okay, come on, whoever can knock that guy unconscious, hit him with your blunt weapon. Okay, apparently that didn't work. Oh well, never mind. We do have one, bear that in mind. We have one elite skirmisher in our prisoner's hold at the moment, so if we can get another one, then we will be able to complete that quest very, very easily. Oh. Okay, apparently we actually captured a bunch. Did we knock them unconscious and I just didn't see that? Maybe that's indeed the case, who knows. Anyway, we now have the opportunity to level up these guys into large goblins, and that's exactly what we're going to do, because that will enable us to do this quest. This quest Yes, if I can click right. So Whipsnog has asked you to dispatch a scout party near the elf town of Serin Amroth. And we have to obtain 7 soldiers, of which at least 1 is a large goblin. Get close to there and talk to the large goblin. Alright. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I am going to make a brief stopover at the hunting camp, of course, because we are currently in possession of a quest that needs to be done there, and there's also a bunch of tribal orcs here as well, which will fall before us quite easily. Alright, so we're back at Ugluk right now, and we're going to obviously tell him that we have scouted out the town, and wow, we gain another 275 resource points, 7 rank points, pretty good. And do you have any other tasks? He's going to say, no, I don't have any tasks for you anymore. Stop asking me. Yeah. He doesn't have any other tasks for us, unfortunately. And this fellow has another thing as well, doesn't he? Yeah, he has the prisoner quest, so we might be able to bring him some of those. Why? I have brought you 4 prisoners in case 2 are not enough. Oh yeah, there we go. And our relation has increased. We only gained 90 resource points from that. I was actually hoping that they would give me much more for bringing 4 instead of 2, but maybe if I increased it to, I don't know, maybe bringing him 8 or 9 or even 10, then maybe that would have given me more as, you know, obviously, you know, numbers and so on and so forth. But it probably would have been much, much better for me to give the elite skirmisher to a ransom broker or a slave trader of some kind, but, well, that doesn't seem to be the case right now. Oh well. Some of the cowards may still yet live, captured by the enemy. As much as they are expendable, it's a waste to let them die in some prison hole. I want you to rescue 4 prisoners and make them fight for us again. Aha. Some of our patrols. Okay, well that's kind of new. I don't think I've done that before, so is there anyone in the area here? It doesn't seem like it. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so at least we now have the opportunity. Oh, what is this? Ah, yes. Okay, so in the options, if you actually watched one of the previous videos, you'll know that the options did detail when war starts. And war starts at level 8 for me. And that is also a default setting, so it will start for that, you know, start at that point for basically a lot of people. A peaceful village not far from Westfold. We have cutscenes as well. The war is upon Rohan, and we have a bunch of warg riders coming in here. This is actually really very extensive, and I'm actually kind of impressed by that, because in general, I think there's only one other mod that has cutscenes like these. And it's obviously, the other one does not have that extensive amounts, especially considering, wow, this is amazing. Pretty cool. I'd like to be able to raid this town. I would like to be able to raid this town. It looks very fun to fight through, maybe. I don't exactly know what the sieges are like in the last days, so I suppose we're going to find out. The white tree stands tall or something. Didn't get to read that. The shadow grows ever stronger in the east. Oh, what do we have here? Minas Morgul, city of the Nazgul. Sauron's armies march into war. Ah, and then we have a whole bunch of them. Oh yes, how fun. Well, these guys are obviously going to be helping us a little bit, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe, yeah, I guess a little bit. Wow, these are kind of undead guys by the looks of things. I mean, they have skulls on their shields. What more could you want from your undead hordes? At last, the master is making his move. The torches burn bright. The sharp weapons gleam. You and your stout lads will receive marching orders soon. They'll be fighting lots of it, and glory enough to go around. You have the honor of being summoned to audience with the master in his tower. Likely enough, your first orders will be Snaga's work. Raid a village here, waylay a caravan there. But you'll prove yourself soon enough. Who's to say you won't play as large a role as any commander of Saruman in Isengard? The war has begun. The fall of man and their allies begins. Alright, and our party has nothing to eat. Isn't that fantastic? Ah, yes. That's just after that epic introduction to the war, and then it's like, your party has nothing to eat. You failure of a commander. Yes, that's what they're saying to me right now. All right, well, there is a couple of warg here to buy, but I don't really want to spend all my money on one warg, so we're gonna just wait a little bit and see what happens as time goes on. But for now, we're gonna go over to the elf town and maybe see if I can. There was someone over there. I think that was a couple of Rohan people, perhaps. But yes. Oh, look at that. The might of Mordor has diminished. Mordor is now quite strong instead of being what, invincible or very vincible? No, not very vincible. Very strong. Mog the Seven-Fingered sends word that he wishes you to join his new military campaign. You need to bring at least 8 troops to the army and are instructed to raise more warriors with all due haste if you do not have enough. Okay, send a message that you are too busy or send word you'll join him shortly. Well, I'm actually kind of busy right now, so I'm actually going to send a message and say that I'm too busy to do that for the moment. Okay. There we go. Mordor is now very strong and the forces of Rohan are now quite strong. Okay. Well, I don't have any... did I level up? Yes, I did level up. Okay, so that means I will be able to get a little bit in wildcraft here, because if I'm going to be fighting the elves more and more, then being able to be a bit hidden, shall we say, in the trees is going to be very, very important for us. I'm actually going to spec into a little bit more strength here just to get some more HP, and we'll save the intelligence boosting for a little bit later on, because I don't really need intelligence any further, because obviously we're going to be gaining a medic very soon if I can, you know, get what's his name, Boslog or something. Right. It seems like wildcraft didn't really help, did it? Okay, oh, the patrol is actually joining them. That is not good. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're in the trees here. These elves are going to absolutely murder us. Absolutely. There's not much I can do, really. I mean, I actually thought that I was far enough away from the patrol to do this, but apparently their bring a friend, quote-unquote, range is very, very large. And this is bad. This is really bad for us. I mean, I only have goblins. I literally only have goblins. I guess all we can do, really, is just charge them. There's literally nothing much more that we can do, because they're elves. They're gonna just absolutely pepper us with arrows, and there's not much more that we can do apart from that. So we're just gonna try and do our best here. Yeah, I mean, you can already see that they are being absolutely outmatched. I mean, that's gonna happen, you know. Wow, this guy was even able to beat me. Wow, we're gonna get taken prisoner. We are gonna get taken prisoner. There's not much more I can do. That's it. Suddenly, a shattering pain explodes in the back of your head. You shiver as all the world goes black around you. Is this your end? Well, it's obviously not, but I did lose my shield, unfortunately. You regain your consciousness, you lie on the spot you fell. The enemies must have taken you up for dead and left you there. However, it seems that none of your wounds were lethal, and although you feel awful, you find out you can still walk. You get up and try to look for any other survivors from your party. Apparently I didn't find any. I didn't find any survivors from my party. Well, yeah, okay, well, I definitely say, if you're going to attempt to play this mod, and you're going to play alongside me and play as Isengard, play as an Uruk or something like that, I'd highly recommend, if you're going to do this quest, if you get this quest, go this way. Go around by the Rivendell camp and go around. Don't go through the forest like an idiot, like I did. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. Next time, we're going to have a little bit of an army back up and running. Nothing too extravagant, but around 15-20 units or something like that. I think that's how much... Yeah, I actually have a pretty decent amount of money still, and so I might be able to recruit some goblins, a couple of Uruk here and there, and then we'll get back on our feet and hopefully be able to scout out this town. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.